I think you're gonna be first to go.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Tell me something. Give me something that I can take with me to the ground. Just give me something, some encouragement.
Nice knowing you. I ain't going nowhere. Give me something.
On the balloon or the kite.
Pit stains. You look at your pit. Those aren't, now for the record, those aren't pit stains. Those are just wet spots.
Well, you know what I'm doing?
I know what you're doing.
Because
you're sweating under your armpits.
No, you know what I'm doing because Nick told you to do it, and now I'm doing it. I'm using only deodorant because they say if you use only deodorant and not antiperspirant for like, I'm gonna say like this for a while, for a couple of weeks, you'll quit sweating under your armpits.
Armpits.
But it ain't happening yet.
So in a few years, we'll be saying they need to bring back antiperspirant because if everyone's doing what you're saying, they'll stop producing it, and then we'll have an episode where we talk about that. And you can go to bringbackantiperspirant.com.
And it'll be editable.
And you have to pre-order it by the case.
Let's go through some, there's a bunch of products on businessinsider.com that have been discontinued. And we're gonna just see if we, and the crew here, remember these.
Okay, and let me just say about the Clearly Canadian thing, you know, we already talked about it so much, but again, I hope that didn't come across as kind of infomercially because I'm legitimately excited about I want to hold that bottle in my hand and it will be like time travel for me to drink that thing. And I think it would be really fun for all of us to count down to a second, no matter where you are on Earth. If you know, by invitation only, if you make that, if you order the Clearly Canadian, you'll have it. You say, you know what? This is not just a beverage. This represents the power of the internet, the power of the mythical beast, and we're making a connection. We're having a moment. Literally, we're having a moment. Ever how long it takes you to drink it. I mean, you can drink all 12. We could do like.
But you toast before you start drinking it, if you're polite. So the toast happens all at the same time. You drink at your leisure after that. I mean, I can take down 2 or 3 in probably a minute.
Right. So
they brought Surge back recently.
I'm excited.
They brought Surge back, but that wasn't the mythical beast, so that doesn't even count.
Right, like Surge is like Clearly Canadian for like losers.
It makes you hyper too. It makes you real hyper. It's got a bunch of caffeine in it.
Yeah. All right, so give me some of these. What are
Altoids?
Which ones tickle your fancy?
Tangerine sours. I'm not an Altoid person.
This discontinued 4 years ago?
I don't remember these.
Stevie, you said you loved these.
Yeah, they didn't do anything, like they weren't like for your breath or anything. It was just like little sour candies that you just like.
I think I did have it.
But then you put them in your mouth.
But then and then you wouldn't want to stop.
Okay, here's one. Easy, do you remember this? Easy Squirt colored ketchup. Heinz ketchup, tastes normal, but looks alien. Like you could make your fries purple.
I'm surprised that this
make
doesn't
your onion
still
rings
exist.
Make your onion rings green. Well, I never bought it. That's why it doesn't exist. Because if I'm not gonna buy it, if you're not gonna buy it,
but hold on,
it's destined for failure.
But you didn't buy it. I mean, I would buy it now because of children. I have those. You have them too.
But I was a children, and I never asked for it.
Yeah, but the possibilities didn't seem as big back in the day. I mean, now it's like I can get my kids to eat anything, but I put purple ketchup on it, they'll probably eat it.
Mm.
We should bring it back. Why not? I mean, how hard is it to make? You could probably make it at home. You know what? Pinterest probably has already figured this out. Colored ketchup. Look it up.
Okay.
I remember these in Butterfinger BBs. And they recently brought back
discontinued in 06.
They recently brought back Butterfinger balls, and then like.
Well, they just created those. They weren't brought back.
Almonds, and Almond Joy, and Mounds. All these come in ball form now. I saw a commercial for this.
They're repackaging all this
at 11
stuff.
o'clock at night, like a year ago. Nibs, something like that. Anyway, I went out. Yeah. I got in my car and I went and tried to get them, and they didn't have them. I've done this like 7 times in my life. Seen a commercial for something and gotten in the car to try to get it.
Do you remember? I'm not a fan of Oreos. I like cookies and cream milkshakes, and ice cream and stuff like that. But I don't love Oreos themselves. I like the taste of them, but I just don't choose them. So I never got this, but Oreo Big Stuff.
I remember it.
Which is not just a regular
It's not double
Oreo.
stuff.
It's not double stuff. This is an Oreo that's this big.
Big as your face.
As big as a fudge round, which I was obsessed with those.
Bigger than a fudge round.
Those are still around. No need to bring those back.
I know why these didn't work. Because the way you enjoy Oreos is by dipping them in milk, and it's like no one has a cup that big. And you don't want to get a bowl of milk because then you feel like a dog.
Well, then you just eat the sides and you make it a bar, Oreo bar, and then you can dunk the whole thing.
But you want you need dunkability in every portion of the thing. How about the Nestle Wonder Ball? I do not remember this one, but I'm intrigued by it. It's a chocolate ball with a toy inside, and they discontinued it in '97 because some children chalked on the toys. I think they meant choked. Big surprise.
Well, that's a pretty big kid that's gonna throw a whole Wonder Ball down his throat.
It's what's in the Wonder Ball that they choked on.
What's in a Wonder Ball? That was the slogan.
What's in a Wonder Ball? A choking hazard.
A choking hazard. Something small, a small part.
Do you remember the Bigfoot pizza from Pizza Hut?
I do. I do remember the Bigfoot pizza.
Describe it to me.
It was a big square pizza that it was bigger than 2 pizzas put together, and it came in a pizza box that looked like a pizza box that had been unfolded.
But they do that now. They have a square pizza now at Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut just redid everything. They got like a billion different things. Yeah. It's different over there. They don't have this anymore.
I didn't know about this one.
French Toast Crunch.
Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it's
French toast.
So it tastes like eggs.
Well, and it looks
You've eaten it, Jen?
Yeah.
You have?
My little brother's favorite cereal.
French Toast Crunch?
Oh, yeah.
Not Cinnamon Toast.
And it's little pieces of bread. It looks like slices of bread.
You can also use them for like different cheeses and meats. Make little tiny sandwiches.
Yes, tiny sandwiches.
Cheeses.
I do remember these Keebler Magic Middles.
Oh yeah.
This was a cookie with chocolate in the middle.
I remember getting really excited about these and then really disappointed in these by actually eating them.
The reason that you didn't like them is because they were made for shortbread, which is very hard. You don't like hard candies, hard cookies.
And there used to be a thing called M&Ms that were discontinued in 2005.
No, crispy M&Ms. They were like Crackle. You know the Crackle bar that's got like Rice Krispies in it. It had that inside. Nobody wants that.
Or a Nestle Crunch.
Nobody wants.
What did I say?
Crackle bar, same thing.
Same thing. Surge, which discontinued in 2003. Of course, it's back now. Oreo O's was a cereal.
Now I would eat that because it's a cereal. And as we've determined,
you don't like your cereal soft though. You like crunchy cereal.
This morning I ate Puffin's cereal, which is a peanut butter flavored, like highfalutin cereal. It's like all natural. But I have to pour that cereal, pour the milk, and leave it and let it soften a little bit. Because it's
so you don't like your cereal
it's
crunchy.
Too crunchy. It's too crunchy.
Wow.
It's like, can you have too much fun? Can you have too much crunch in your cereal? Yes.
Apparently, yes.
Eat some Puffins. But they're tasty. They taste like peanut butter.
They are rock-like. I've had, my kids are into those.
You'll get it's like taco shards.
I'm not worried about my safety. You're worried about your safety.
Like gum cutting, yeah.
It's never happened to me.
It happens to me. That's
Tic
I'm not making this
Tacs
up.
Discontinued cinnamon and spearmint flavors. Why would they do that?
Really?
Again, Tic Tacs. I don't. For breath freshening, I don't believe in little hard candies because they technically don't work. You should use hydrogen peroxide. I know people think it's crazy, but that's how you actually kill stuff in your mouth.
He's right. It says it on the bottle.
We've been through that. If you got a breath problem, use hydrogen peroxide.
My father-in-law, the console in the middle of his GMC Yukon is never Tic Tac-less.
Yeah, I know people like that.
It's one of those things that, like, when my kids are old and have kids of their own or grandkids, and they'll think back to Grandpa, he'll be long gone, he'll be dead. That's what one of the things they're gonna remember about him is that he always had a Tic Tac.
Well,
matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna say at his funeral. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. He always had a Tic Tac.
He always had
a
I'm gonna say he was a great father-in-law, and he always had a Tic Tac.
You might not speak at his funeral.
I'll probably just attend.
It's not customary.
Yeah, I'll just attend it. But when you have an internet show, people expect you to speak at funerals.
I'll probably speak at yours, and you'll speak at mine.
Will you speak at my father-in-law's funeral?
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
He's pretty healthy right now. We don't need to decide today.
All grandpas need that kind of thing, though. You realize
Gotta have something.
You got. I mean, when I become a grandpa, I'm gonna have something in the console.
My great grandfather
Werther's original. That's what I'm gonna have.
had Werther's original, and he would lay on the couch and spit in the spittoon, and I couldn't understand a word he
I'm
said.
gonna do that too.
And he'd give me Werther's originals. I was scared to death of that man.
Do you enjoy the Werther's?
They're pretty good.
They make a Werther. We actually discovered this while we were.
I eat a Werther, and it's like
Werther.
anxiety just comes up.
They make a Werther that has a soft caramel center.
Do they?
Yeah. They don't need to bring that back.
I remember these.
Yeah, Burger King had chicken fries recently. I mean, they discontinued these in 2012 and replaced them with chicken strips. They were like, let's just call it what it is.
Well, before that, or maybe they still do now, Burger King has chicken nuggets that are shaped like crowns.
They've had that for a while. That's in the kids' meals.
Oh.
Is that what you get? Snapple had a drink called Snapple Element.
I'm bored by this.
Yeah, we don't want to bring any drinks back except Clearly Canadian. Black cherry vanilla Diet Coke and Coke.
Never had that. I don't like cherry flavored stuff. I like cherries though.
Fiery habanero Doritos. Discontinued in 2009. There's lots of flavors of Doritos.
That's because someone died.
I doubt that that's true.
It isn't. What? It isn't true.
Oh no, I just went to the next slide.
High C fruit snacks?
I had those.
I'm into any fruit snacks. Gummy stuff.
Open the door and see who just.
Somebody just had an accident in the hallway.
I think the wind blew the door open or something. Let's just pick one more and let's wrap this thing up. That's not the one.
Really?
Okay. Really?
3D Doritos? Do you remember those? They were like bugles.
They're shaped like puffins.
Yeah, they were empty Doritos.
And they had that plastic container and you pour it in a little cup and you them out of the cup. Portion control.
There was a cup in the top of
The
the.
lid was like a cup.
I'm gonna find one more.
It's not on the list, but Squeeze-Its.
Squeeze-Its?
Squeeze-Its.
So
Yeah.
What's in a Squeeze-It? Is it
Sugar water.
Sugar water.
sugar water?
They had
Homebrew
different
food.
faces, right?
Yeah,
They-
the bottles
and
had
I
different
would-
faces.
I would like pull mine whenever my mom got it for me. I would pull it out of my lunchbox in the school bus on the way, and look at the face and be like, "Ooh, I hope I got grumpy face today." And then I'd be like, "Oh, I got whatever face."
Was the grumpy face was a different flavor? Like did it taste like angst?
No, I think it was you got like a 6-pack. They were all the same flavor, but they had different faces. But the faces, they probably only had like 6 faces, and then they repeated on the next ones.
Like one with glasses, the nerdy one.
We'll wrap up with peanut butter Oreos.
Ooh, that could
Will
change.
that get you back into
That could
Oreos?
convert me.
Well, they're apparently in limited production, at least at the time of the writing of this article.
Yeah, you can get them on eBay. I bet they're not going to taste good anymore though.
So there's that. You can dip those in your milk.
All right, guys, if you haven't done it already, bring back Clearly Canadian. Let's make a big push this week.
Yeah, come on, people.
Get your peeps to do it. Credit card information. They also take Bitcoin, and I'm not joking.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, chicken fries are back now, according to Ben.
Chicken fries are back. This just in. Chicken fries are back at Burger King.